Hey guys, J-Man here with Sean and Steve. We're at the Toronto Pulp show, so this is going to be a lot of fun. I'm wearing my Spy Smasher shirt just to fit in. And we're at the Toronto Library here, so hopefully we can get some footage inside. This is the entrance right here, pretty cool with these statues.
Absolutely. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. You found some? Oh, let me take a look. Hold on. Hey guys, J-Man here for another video. I just returned back earlier today from the fantastic Pulp show at the Toronto Public Library. The show is awesome. It's free to get in. You walk in, you just buy a lot of cool stuff. They had tons and tons of old pulps and like all these kind of sword and sorcery, the genre stuff, right? And I mean, you could easily spend like $1,000 in there. I had to keep calm because I got a lot of stuff I gotta get. I just spent a bunch of money the week before on Superboy comics, so check out that video. You can see all the Superboy stuff I bought. But also we've got the Niagara Falls Comic Con coming up. That's a big one. So I've got a lot of stuff planned for the Terrifier films. I'm meeting the cast and crew and all that, or the cast and the director and everything. So I had to save. I couldn't spend that much, but I got a lot of great stuff. So I'm gonna show that to you now. I apologize for the footage that I showed in the beginning. I couldn't get much. I didn't realize this show has been off for at least like 4 years or something. So it came back with a vengeance and people have been waiting to get in there. And we kind of got in there. There's a lot, it was heavy traffic getting into the downtown Toronto area. I don't live in the city. So I had to drive down there with Sean and Steven came with us as well. And there was massive traffic, and we just kind of got there as it opened, and people were already in there and swarming. So I got whatever little footage I could. I apologize. Maybe one time, if next year, if they'll allow me, maybe I'll go like half an hour early and get a lot of footage and talk to some people as well, because the show is like so amazing. All right, so I did get one reprint thing, and you guys know I've been reviewing all the pulps like Spider and Operator 5 and Dr. Yen Sin, and what was the other ones I did? G8, man, that was awesome. So all this kind of stuff, they're all original stuff. Now, a lot of it is expensive, but it's old, like 30s, right? So my target this time around was actually Lynn Carter, and I think I posted a Thongor review. I think I did. Yes, I did post a Thongor review of the first book. I'm reading the second book right now, and it's bloody awesome. So it's like Lynn Carter's a great writer. I just got onto him, and it's all the kind of stuff you like, man. Sword and sorcery, fantasy. It's like John Carter-ish stuff. Think like Conan, right? Like Bran McMorn, all those, those kind of Robert E. Howard characters, all that stuff. Real easy to read. He's very easy to get into. He's got a lot of different series. So if you're interested in a different kind of thing, like Thongor's, I went to Thongor because it's like a Conan guy, right? Let's face the facts. You know me. But there's a lot of other cool characters too, and I got some other random stuff which I got to show you. I did buy this. This is a reprint. I don't know. I wanted to see what it was all about. Spicy Mystery, the best of Spicy Mystery, Volume 1. I'm gonna get Volume 2, I think. Ooh, look at the cover. Look, I mean, it is what it is, right? It's like late 30s, early 40s, or mid 30s, early 40s. But these look like they're a lot of fun. There's like a lot of stories, so it's not very long. They're about maybe 20-page stories. It's 177 pages of spicy mystery. So I'm excited to get into those. And I might review this. I did pick up The Masked Marksman from Steger Books reprint. And I think, is this Steger as well? Probably. Doesn't say on here. But anyways, everyone knows these reprints. Okay, they're famous. So I will check this out. But let's take a look. I did get a couple of things from I got something from my wife, and I got something that's not really pulp related, but kind of. First thing I'll show you guys that I got from my wife was this Agatha Christie. I think this is her first book, and this is a 1944 edition of it. So obviously, I don't know, the first one is early 1900s, I guess, or whatever. So this was I don't know what number reprint this is, but conditions not like the conditions like kind of a passable condition, but couldn't pass this up. It's a great deal on this book. My wife's a big fan of Agatha Christie. I was like, I gotta have this. So I'm glad I picked this one up. And also, everybody knows that I'm a Star Trek nerd, and I do have a lot of Star Trek books, but I never actually had this book, which is The Making of Star Trek. Now, I've heard that this is a very good, comprehensive book about the making of Star Trek. So I've never read this, and actually it looks quite interesting. There's a lot. It's like the pages there's a lot of text in here. So this is a lot. This is going to be a work in progress read. I won't be reading this like tonight or whatever. But couldn't pass up on this one. Had to get it. Couldn't pass up on that. All right. So let me show you some of the Lynn Carters I got. There's a few. And I got something special behind this that I'm going to show you. I'm very excited about this one. I'm going to save that to the end. Save it to the end. All right. So let's go for the number one reason I went to go was my buddy Thongor. Okay, I'm part of a Thongor Facebook group. I'll put the link in the description of the video. It's a great little group. It's got just over 900 members. We're looking for more members, man. Listen, Lynn Carter is pretty badass. Like, let's get on here. Look, Robert E. Howard's the master. Okay, nobody's gonna say anything against that. It's obvious. But there's, okay, if you're talking Robert E. Howard, Edgar Rice Burroughs, who are the big guys, right? Those are your two big mega superstars. There's other guys. Lynn Carter's pretty cool. So I first read the first Thongor book, and it was like bloody awesome. And I'm reading the second one, and I'm reading it on Kindle because I don't have that book, but it's it tells you it's like 33% in, and I'm like, 33% in, and the book could end, and I'd be like, this is the damn best. So like right away. So I had to get a couple of Lynn Carters. I believe, oh man, this looks like Frazetta, man. Yeah, I think so. Whoa, holy shit, that's great. So I got Thongor Against the Gods. Oh man, how awesome is that? These are great. They're thin. They're very fast reads. Lots heavy action, and fantasy. And like book 2, there's a friggin' creature a chapter. It's like some giant starts off 2 giant sea monsters. You're like, okay, this is already awesome. A lot of fantasy filmmakers, writers, whatever, take note. You should be taking notes of these kinds of things. This is the kind of shit I want to see in the movies, okay? I don't want this bullshit that they give us now. It's like, it's this tame crap. I want friggin' fights and monsters. This is awesome. Another one I got was Thongor in the City of Magicians. Ooh, that sounds really cool. I've not read these. Buying them sight unseen or whatever. But, I mean, you can't go wrong with those covers. I love this style of like this like half picture and then like this half explaining what it is. I might have to rip that off for one of my next collection of short stories. Or not rip it off, homage. It's a homage. It's not a rip off, it's a homage. All right, let's go through some of these other ones. So basically, I just went to everybody. I said, give me every Lynn Carter book you have, and that's what happened. Now there wasn't a lot, so that's disappointing, but I did get some good ones. Man, like look how awesome this is. Okay, The City Outside the World. Ooh. Pretty cool. I don't know what it is, but it's a city outside the world. Like, what else do you want? Black Legion of Callisto. Ooh. So this is I guess a part of a series. By the way, comments, guys, let me know. Like, somebody I posted this on the Lynn Carter Facebook group. Within 1 second, someone's already like, oh, you got to read this one right away. I was like, all right, not this one. I'll tell you the one that they said. So yeah, looks pretty good. We got Found Waiting. This one's a bit thicker. I'm not removing these out of their thing until I read them. A lot of these even aren't, I wouldn't even break these open. I'm totally fine with reading them on my Kindle app on my iPad. I've got like an iPad, and my phone's pretty good because you can adjust the font size. But some of these aren't even on Kindle. What a fail! What a damn fail that is. So yeah, the one that I was told to read right away is not even on Kindle. So I'm gonna have to read it carefully because I don't want to ruin these books. Anyway, I'm a collector. Yeah. All right, so there's that one. This is another Callisto one. This is volume 7. Yelena of Callisto, I believe that's it's a little. This font's a little bit Yelena, I think. Love this kind of style of art here. I can't tell who the artist is. It's too small. My eyes are trash. I wore glasses since grade 2, so. But my glasses are good enough to tell me that this looks awesome. And this is the last one. Tower at the Edge of Time. Wow. I think this guy's name is Thane. Thane of the Two Swords. The guy's walking around with 2 swords. So that's like this is automatically 10 out of 10. I do like these books a lot. All right, I'm saving the big one for last. This one's double bag, and I boarded it myself here at home. So every time I go to one of these shows, I'm always like, let me buy an old pulp. I want to have an original one. And then you start thinking, well, I really like the Avenger, actually, and that's somebody who doesn't get a lot of love. He's the guy, his face is like malleable, so he can like literally like move his face, and like it's kind of like clay, so he could adjust it to someone's likeness. But he's very pale. He's like almost like a gray pale skin, so it's like he then has to put on makeup to look like them. So Avenger's great. Doc Savage, obviously, duh. That's if you're gonna get someone, you're gonna get Doc Savage, or Shadow, right? But I fell in love with the Spider, I was just, I don't know, this guy's super cool. The serials are kind of neat. I started reading those Dynamite comics and Say What You Want. I thought they were a hell of a lot of fun. I've been grabbing they had the Gyrosol reprints, which I was getting a few here and there. But Steger Books is just reprinting them all. It's like 119 or whatever. So they're just reprinting them all. So I got the first 3 or 4 of those. So I've read the first 2. And I believe those 2 are reviewed on my channel. Check the playlist under Pulps for all that cool stuff. So I had to get a Spider. I opened this up and took a look at it. I think this was from 1937. This is the Dictator of the Damned. Dictator of the Damned. Wow. The condition is not great. I don't really, I'm not a rater of condition, but it's gonna, like, if you sent this into CGC, you're probably gonna get like a 1 or a 2 or something. But it wasn't that expensive. It was a discounted one. I had to have it. Cover's nice. There's some creases. I actually don't mind some of the creases. It gives you that sort of, that Grindhouse posters. And remember that Grindhouse movie where they replicated it and they made it look all grainy? It looks like that, right? So it's kind of neat. So yeah, I'm really pumped for that. All right, guys, that is it. To be honest, the first thing I'm probably going to read is the Spicy Mysteries. I'll get to Lynn Carter after. I got to read my Spicy Mysteries here. What's going on? So that is it, guys. I think Sean's posting a companion piece video. So check out Sean's channel. Link to his channel is in the description of this video, plus all my other videos that I post. Check out the Thongor and Lynn Carter. It's called Thongor and the Worlds of Lynn Carter. That's a Facebook group. Let's get some members. They got like 900 and something members. Let's break 1,000 on that. Come on. It's Lynn Carter. Let's show some love here. I will say something. Normally, Sean and I get our stuff and everybody's good. Sean did pick up 2 books that I'm extremely jealous that he got. And I can't even get angry about it because he's the one who introduced me to this character, which is Omaro. which I've got the first book. I think there's only 3 books, so this isn't like some super huge series. He got the first 2 books. I hope that he does a video and shows you those books that he got, because they're so good. I got a reprint, or a modern edition of book 1. It's okay. I mean, as soon as I saw those 2 other covers, I thought, oh shit, man, those are so good. So yeah, he did pick up a couple things. Now I did say Lynn Carter was all for me. It was open game, so there you go. It's no hostility. But man, those are some great copies that he got. He also got some other stuff, and Steve actually bought a lot of stuff as well. So all in all, it was a very successful show for me. I thought it was great. 100% chance I'm going next time. And I don't know. I might have to start getting some of those G8 books, because G8 has been something that I read and it's just been sticking in my mind. And so far, I've only got 1 volume of that, or 1 book, and it's so good. I really feel compelled to get the others. In fact, I was selling those. There's people walking around looking for stuff, and I was selling them stuff off other people's tables. Like, oh, you got to get this. Like, so this guy bought all 3 G8 reprints based on me just saying, you must get them. I read the first book is the damn best. I guarantee you it's good. And the guy's like, okay, and he bought it. So I guarantee that guy's going to say that it's awesome. So if I see him again next year, I'm going to say, I'm the guy that led you to G8. If you haven't read G8, check out I did do a video on the first book. It's really awesome. That's all I have. So I can't judge the other ones, but the first book was like friggin' amazing. So yeah. All right, guys. So that was a lot of stuff I got. Next weekend's Niagara Falls Comic Con. It's going to be Terrifier heavy, so probably a different audience than the audience that might be watching this video, but hey, I love a lot of different things. So all right, guys, that is it for now. Check out the other pulp reviews. Let me know what you thought. Or is there something I'm missing? Maybe there's a series out there that I don't know about. I don't know everything, right? I barely know what's going on. I read 1.5 Lynn Carter books, right? So I'm buying these based off of those. Let me know, though, in the comments what you thought. All right, guys, until next time.